Hey everybody, welcome to my meditation bootcamp. Welcome to part 2 of the meditation bootcamp. Why do we need to meditate? So from our previous lesson, looking at a little bit of the history of meditation, you will remember that meditation is a spectrum of experiences, starting with physical relaxation, mental relaxation, and then moving on into spiritual experiences and ultimately enlightenment. Physically and mentally, it works for everyone. Spiritually, your experiences may differ, but you don't need to change your beliefs in order to take advantage of the great benefits of meditation. So why is it more important now to meditate? Simply put, our minds don't get much of a rest anymore. Over the millennia, our minds have evolved to keep us alive. They have become phenomenal problem solvers. We'll go into more detail about that later. But they allow us to avoid repeating bad experiences that we have learned from the past. A simple example would be, don't eat the red berries. Those made you sick the last time you ate them. Our minds also allow us to solve problems by exploring the future without actually having to physically do the task. Essentially envisioning the future before we take action. For example, how can I get across that river? Well, I could walk across the slippery log, but I might fall in and get wet. Or I could tie a rope in the tree and swing across, but what if the rope snaps? Or I could wade across the river, but the current might be too strong and I might get washed away. I could also build a raft, but the raft might sink. So you get the idea that our minds live in the past and the future, but never in the present. Always checking to see if we've had a similar experience in the past to avoid making the same mistake, or solving a problem by imagining the future. Only our true selves live in the present. But because of those phenomenal problem-solving abilities and the way that our society has developed, almost every situation we run into looks like a problem to the mind that needs solving. So the mind is almost always on and never gets a break. So I'll give you an example. So 5,000 years ago, if I was hungry, I would look around and see what there was to eat. Ooh, look, there's a turnip. Let's eat that. I can either eat the turnip raw, or I can put it on a stick and roast it. Great, hunger solved. That's it, the mind can switch off and go back to being present. If you go back 500 years ago, there were no refrigerators, so you had to get food every day. But now there were markets that you could go to. If turnips were available locally, that's what would be in the market. So again, your choices were limited and much more simple. Turnip, great, that will feed my family. I now have a cooking pot and a knife, so I can eat it raw, or I can roast it on a stick, or now I can chop it up and boil it. But again, the options are simple. I make decisions quickly, and then my mind goes back to rest, and I become present. So choice can be stressful. And if we fast forward to our modern life, even solving an issue like hunger becomes a major task. Which supermarket do I go to? The one closest to home or the one near work? One has more choice, but the prices are higher. The other one is more convenient, but puts me behind rush hour traffic at the end of the day. So we finally decide which supermarket to go to, but now we're faced with a million choices. But let's keep it simple and just go for the turnip option again. Which variety of turnip? The one imported from Argentina? The one grown locally? The pesticide-free variety? The one that looks the cleanest? The cheaper one? Again, we're faced with many options for even such a simple choice as turnip. What time are we going to cook dinner? The kids have sports. My spouse is catching the train home from work. And finally, how are we going to cook the turnip? Chopped, sliced, diced, roasted, shredded, boiled, fried? What type of pan are we going to use? What type of oil are we going to use? Is there a turnip garnish or a turnip sauce? So that's the turnip part taken care of, but now we need a whole bunch of other things to make a meal. Oh, and not to mention that one kid is allergic to turnip and the other one only likes the purple top part. Holy crap, no wonder our minds have become so strong. It's like we take them to the gym every time we go to the supermarket. Each decision they make only makes them stronger and stronger. Literally everything looks like a problem that needs solving. 500 years ago, we went with what was available, what nature provided in the local region. Now, even a simple task like putting nutrients in our bodies comes with 1,000 problems that need solving. Our modern lifestyles also come with a lot of physical stress too. Even just sitting in one position for a long time causes muscles to tighten and create physical stress in the body. Meditation can help you adopt great posture and also become more aware of your body so that you can catch stress before it even builds up. You'll feel the muscle tension much sooner and be able to do something to alleviate the problem. Our bodies operate in two modes, thriving and surviving. So let's look at thriving first. When your mind perceives that there is no danger, no imminent threat from a tiger, no decisions to be made or problems to be solved, your body is relaxed, the muscles are loose, your body releases endorphins and serotonin, which are happy chemicals, and your body uses this energy to build and to grow new cells and to heal disease. Your body is literally growing, maintaining, and thriving. Surviving, on the other hand, when your mind perceives a threat, it shuts down that whole process. Muscles tighten, blood flow is reduced, and your body releases small amounts of adrenaline. It shuts down the digestive process, and it directs all of your energy in preparation for a fight. Remember that the mind likes to live in the future, looking for problems to solve. It's not relaxed and in a healing or growing mode. It's in a defensive posture, releasing a slow trickle of harmful chemicals into your body. Here's another example of daily stress that we face. Take your typical commute. Most of this is really subconscious, but your mind perceives every other car on the road as a threat. It perceives it as a problem that needs solving. So your body is in a subconscious survival mode throughout your whole commute. Obviously, this affects some people more than others, but I think that driving analogies are very relatable. Because of the mind's uncanny ability to analyze problems and engineer solutions before they become real problems, it tends to look for problems where there aren't any. This need to overanalyze every situation creates an awful lot of stress and has a very negative effect on the body. So when somebody cuts you up on the highway, your mind drags you into a whole inner dialogue about how rude they were, how dangerous they were, how stupid and idiotic they were, and how you would never do that, how you're a much better driver than they are. Before you know it, you've driven for 10 minutes having a conversation in your head that nobody else is going to hear. Your mind kept you in a conversation and took you away from the present. And the worst part is, the person that cut you up probably has no idea that they did anything wrong. Nobody got hurt, hopefully, but our egos get bruised. So all you really did was create a lot of negative energy that creates a lot of harmful stress in your body, ruining your inner peace and causing real harm to your body. So if you can simply acknowledge these two facts, that somebody just pulled in front of you, and that having a conversation in your head will have no effect on them, and only a harmful effect on yourself. If you acknowledge those two things, you can just let the situation go. You don't get to score any points against the other driver, but so what? You get to live longer, you have less stress, and no drama. All because you reacted to the same situation a different way. So how do we restore inner peace? Meditation is a deliberate way to give your mind a break. When your mind shuts down for even a short period of time, you'll notice that your entire body is filled with an inner peace and stillness. That stillness is always present within us, but usually our mind is so noisy that we don't notice it. But with that stillness, our bodies go back into thriving. Muscles relax and allow blood to flow more easily. Proper breathing slows down the heart rate and lowers blood pressure. Stress hormones are replaced by healthy hormones that repair and build the body and heal disease. Your body has tremendous ability to heal itself if you give it the right conditions. When your mind quits that constant chatter, you spend less time analyzing the world, less time judging the past, and less time wanting to be in the future. That means more time enjoying where you are right now and what you are doing. You are more present, more mindful. You hear a lot about that expression these days, mindfulness, and we'll definitely discuss that more in the upcoming videos. But if after watching this you're in any doubt why you need to meditate, then go back to the section about the turnips and try to really understand how our lifestyles have made our minds more powerful and have given them the ability to take control of our lives instead of being present. The next video coming up discusses physical relaxation, which is the first step towards successful meditation. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.